What's up, BookTube? It's Monty. Today I'm back. I realized this video is going up hella fucking late. I didn't realize that it was Friday until this morning, and then I was doing other shit. So I was not in a position to sit down and film this video. So it's going up a little bit late. I have done some reading already for the weekend, but before I get to that, I wanted to talk about the couple of books that I read earlier in the week. So I finished Gemina this past week by J. Kristoff and Kaufman. Amy Kaufman, J. Kristoff. Finished it. Was not a fan. Probably will not be getting to Obsidia anytime in the near future. I just don't think the series is for me, and I don't really care enough to continue on. They were reusing plot points and plot twists, and the best part of that book was Marie Lou's illustrations. The bitch snapped, and it was amazing. Loved the illustrations. But the actual plot of the book, I didn't care for. I was not invested in any of it. And then, like I said, they were reusing plot points. I'll get into more of that in my January wrap up, which will be coming because I don't think I'm going to do a standalone review of Gemina, and I don't think I'm going to be doing a standalone review of Emergency Contact. But I did love Emergency Contact, just to be clear. I just don't know if I'm going to get around to an individual review of that. Then I read The Wicked King by Holly Black. That was another 2-star review. If you want to read a review of these books, I do have them linked on my blog down below in the description. So if you want to know my thoughts on them, like, you can check that out. I do have written reviews of those. All three of those books I've mentioned so far. So again, that would probably get a standalone review at some point in the next couple of days. I did finish it. I have thoughts on it. Then I finished the second volume of My Brother's Husband. It broke my heart. I was near tears. If you want a good story about overcoming homophobia and connecting with family and dealing with grief, like, I feel like that is just an excellent, excellent, excellent series. There's only 2 volumes. They're both like 350 pages. So it's a little bit long, but there are pages that don't have any dialogue, and the art is just beautiful, and it moves the story forward, and it's just, I cannot recommend that series more highly. If the volumes were not $25 a piece, I would have bought them because they are just that good. So that's what I've read. Then today, instead of filming a video, I read Strange Animals by Chad Kultgen. This was the last book of his that I hadn't read yet. I will get into more of this in my January TBR. We're past that bitch. In my January wrap up, which will be edited unlike this video. So I did like it. I'll get into more of my thoughts and opinions there. I think this is a decent place to start with his work. But this man is a very much an acquired taste. So I am biased in favor of him. This is one of my, like, low-key auto-buy authors. I obviously had not bought this book, but I am biased in favor of him. So take what I say with a grain of salt. Even though I did have issues with this book, I did like it. And then the second book that I read today was a poetry collection, and it was The Princess Saves Herself in this one by Amanda Lovelace. I did not give this a star rating because I just didn't feel like I was equipped to do that, because I hadn't really read poetry for enjoyment outside of, like, Shel Silverstein. So because I wasn't reading this critically or to analyze it to use in, like, an essay or a paper of some kind for school, I just felt that giving it a star rating was weird. So I did type up my thoughts. I did appreciate some of the poems. I took pictures of, like, 6 of them because I really appreciated them. But as a whole collection, I feel like a lot of them didn't impact me as much as they impacted other people. But I do think that it is worth your time. It was a very quick read because they are poems. So I feel like there is something to be gained from this, but I did not want to attach a rating to it because it just felt wrong. Then I have 2 books that I've already pulled from the library section of my bookshelf, and, like, the 5 times I've tried to film this. And the first one is Two Can Keep a Secret by Karen M. McManus. This is the second book that she's written. I was not a fan of her first book, One of Us is Lying. I think the book is trash, which is a bad thing to say about a book, but I did not appreciate it. I felt that I could predict what was going to happen in that book from reading the blurb, and I was hoping, because it was a thriller, that I would be proven wrong, that I would not be correct, and then I was. And then there was a character that was revealed to be gay in the book. Like, it was this plot twist, plot reveal, and I feel like that's just it was 2018. Like, the time for that wasn't actually, it was 2017. I think that book came out, and it was not the time for it. So, was not a fan of that book. Other people were a fan of it, so I am going to give this a shot because the first one was really easy to read. So I'm hoping the second one will be equally as easy. And then the second book that I have selected is More Happy Than Not by Adam Silvera. This is the last Adam Silvera book that I have to read until his new one comes out sometime. I think is like next year is the projected date because he's still writing it at the moment. So this is the last one of his I have to read. We'll see if I can get through it. It's only a little bit longer than Strange Animals was, so I know I can read it in a day, but we'll see. Saturday and Sunday are notoriously bad reading days for me. So we're over here hitting cameras. So 2 books is, I think, it's a nice lofty stretch goal. It's an attainable stretch goal. So these are the books that I read and will be reading for Friday Reads. I'm going to hold them up so I can get a thumbnail out of this. And let me know down in the comments what you have planned for this weekend. Let me know how your January is going. There's under a week left now. I think we're like 6 days away to February. Was January good to you? Are you excited for February? Was January bad and you just want to put this in your rearview mirror? Let me know. And I'll see you again in my next video whenever that happens to be. But until then, bye.